Oh, hey, welcome to another episode of SquareMax Customs. This week we're not doing Jeep things, we're doing Lucy things. Oh, by the way, Lucy is our 63 C10. We love Lucy. We dragged her out of a barn a year and a half, 2 years ago. And well, she's been one of our daily drivers ever since. She sat for 30 plus years and well, she was seized up tight. We did all new tires on her. We went through all the brakes, the bearings, the exhaust, the whole fuel system, gas tank, carburetor, everything there. And a whole new cooling system and a couple bushings for the old 3 on the tree. And she's been a good girl. But the paint is just, it's disappearing. It's vanishing is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And we're getting rust popping through. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. So what we're trying to do on this episode is we're gonna put some clear coat on this. Nice, cheap, basic. We're just trying to save on it because, well, as you all know, we got lots of projects and Lucy's like 2 years out before we decide to strip her body down and paint her. Let's walk around her, check her out a little better. We do plan to redo her nicely, sand her all down and, you know, eventually, but this is just a little Patina love. She's got the 230 high torque. She's a monster. She's awesome. She's freaking awesome. She's got an Ooga Dooga horn. We went with a cheap, you know, fancy racing radiator. It gave her like 3 more horsepower than factory. And an old die-hard battery that we had laying around. She's still holding in there tight too. That high torque is a animal. Either way, what I'm trying to say is we love Lucy and we want to save on her a little bit. So we're hoping to achieve that with some cheap clear coat. We're gonna sand it down with I think like 800 to 1,000 grit. We're not fixing none of the rust yet. You know, see, it's popping. We're trying to save it. We don't have cover for all these vehicles. Oh, Lucy sits out in the weather all the time. Look at the paint on the roof is just disappearing. And then the rust is popping through. Now she had a little rust when we got her, but it's gotten way worse in the 2 years that she's been outside the pole barn. And she had a little whiskey dent from the previous owner, or a few, you know, a little left the bar a little too light type of deal. We might make the white walls just, you know, a little more white wally because, well, that would look cooler. No, we redid the bed about a year ago. It was a budget bed. I think we had like $100 into the bed. If you haven't watched that episode, go back and watch it. It was a good one, I tell you. We'll probably do a light sanding on this. This was cheap automotive clear coat, and we probably put it on way too early as the wood was still partially wet. And well, you can see it popped. But hey, that was a year ago, and it barely cost us anything. It was way cheaper than an $800 bed kit. So we're gonna pull the license plate off, we're gonna pull the tail lights off and the headlights off. We're gonna tape this thing off, sand it with 800 and 1,000 grit. And we're gonna lay a coat of paint on her. We'd like to take you along on the journey with us. Well, you look at that, huh? The roof is sanded. This side sort of, well, no, it's not. I didn't touch the bed. But the door and the front fender and, well, part of the hood's all sort of roughed in. See, I mean, it's real rough. We're not trying to make it smooth or anything. We're trying to smooth it out. I guess we are trying to make it a little smoother. We still got to sand this side. We got the center caps and everything off. I might try to take a couple more things off, I might not. Well, we used to have these stickers back here that were all faded out and you couldn't read them anymore. But when we ripped them off, it peeled the paint off. So I did the right thing and I sanded it with 80 grit. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. And we had one on this side. So I'm not trying to cover the whole bumper here. What we're trying to do is, look, color matched white paint. No, I just really like this stuff. 5-in-1 different nozzles. It's not sponsored, although I would love for them to send me boxes of it. I paint frames and everything with it. It works awesome. Hopefully we can just dust those spots in right there. Dust a little white on there, and we'll dust a little white on the other side. And if it's really, really off, then I'll just do a light coat over the whole thing, and we'll just lightly scuff it after it dries. And I think that's gonna be fine. And then I'm gonna get back to sanding the old girl. Like I said, we're just hitting it with 800 grit. Might go to 1,000, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to give it something maybe for the clear coat to grab onto. I got like one of the cheapest gallons of clear coat you can get online. And it's old. It's really old because I bought it years ago and I didn't use it for my other project. So we're gonna use it on this one. Yeah. Dang, I thought I taped it off good and masked it all off, but well, it blew off. All right, I gotta get to work. Talk about some paint runs, huh? So Lucy's like 4 or 5 different shades of blue. It all depends on where you look. And Lucy's been painted before. And like we said, hopefully she'll be painted again. We're just trying to save on her for a couple years. Previous owner, well, we got to get a razor blade and scrape that off is what I'm trying to get at. That's been there for, I don't know, we were told it sat for 30 plus years. That's what the plate said. And then we've had it a couple years, so whenever it was repainted the first time, gotta love blue. Now remember, we're not trying to make this baby smooth. We're just trying to take some of the roughness down and some of the little bubbles down and make it a little bit better. That way maybe the clear coat will lay on there a little bit smooth is what we're hoping. Look at all the freckles. I mean, who don't like a girl with freckles? Look at the wifey's out here. She's working on it. And to think, I was tired of sanding on the Jeep, so we decided we'd sand on the 63. Well, morning, or well, it's morning for me. It's a new day. We got a bunch of it sanded yesterday, and well, let's walk around real quick. Listen, I'm debating on taking those emblems off rather than taping them off. There's 2 little nuts on the backside, but I'm afraid to freaking break them or strip the little nuts out. And then, okay, you guys understand what I'm trying to say? All right. Well, I mean, this thing's gonna shine, no? Hey, we got a surprise for you all. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's just something that we figured we'd give a shot and try out. But we gotta get this thing sanded all the way, taped off, cleaned up, and we gotta get the clear on it. And then we're gonna have to wait till nighttime to see if our little experimental surprise works. Hey, can any of you guys guess what I made my exhaust out of? Ah, look at that's pretty cool looking. Oh yeah. Well, if you guessed an old satellite pipe, you're absolutely right. Yeah, we had an old satellite dish for the TV, whatever. And once my 2-year contract, I hate contracted stuff. Once that 2-year contract was up, I canceled that as quick as we could. And well, I made great use of the post they use. Yeah, it's not round. It's like an octagon shape of some sort. I like it. It matches the one I made for Maxine. All right, I gotta stop talking. I gotta get to work because if I just talk to you guys all day, like, look, we sanded all the way around it. If any of you have ever taken old emblems off, there's 2 little tiny screws back in here. And look, you can actually get to them. That's my thing. Like, it's not the easiest thing to get to on the 63, but you can get to them, unlike some other older cars that I've played with, where you pretty much had to take like the whole fender off to get the trim tags off. Okay, that's it. That's enough. All right, back to work. I'm sorry. Look at Lucy's getting a name. Ever so fine.
I see her on the other side.
She's looking good. She's all sanded down. We washed her and let her dry, and then I went around and sprayed some stuff on it to take don't forget to go check out some of our other videos. I sprayed some degreaser stuff on it and wiped it down again to get some of the residue or whatever. I don't know, so they recommend it. Hey, you guys need to go check that website out. They got some really cool shirts, and they got some koozies and stickers and keychains, air fresheners. Pretty neat website. So she's all sanded down, like I said, and she's washed twice, and now we're just adding some extra touches on her. And then I guess we got to tape her off and decide if we're gonna spray her in the shop. If that's the case, well, we got a half a day of cleaning the shop because it's dusty from sanding the other truck. But Lucy, she's there. She's ready, is what I'm trying to tell you. She's ready to be taped off and clear coated. Look at them light walls, man. They came out freaking good, huh? Way better than the little 1-inch strip. I'll tell you the reason we bought the ones with the 1-inch strip is because, well, they were like $250 or something for all four. And the ones with the really fat white strip were like $500. So, big difference. And I'll tell you what, them $250 tires, they've been riding good for... I think we've had them on it for 1.5 years now, maybe almost 2 years. She's sanded. I got some stuff taped up, got some paper on her. I just ran some tape around, you know, that way when we put the paper on, it's easier to hit the tape on there, blah, blah, blah. I got to bring it in the garage and just hit it with the air hose to blow some of the little sand out, because we don't want that to blow up in the clear coat. And maybe quickly wipe down the bed and blow that out. Cleaned the shop yesterday the best we could. I mean, it's a patina paint job, so it ain't got to be freaking perfect, but blew the shop out, wiped it down, swept it down. Yeah, we tried. Look, I had this old $10 Harbor Freight purple gun laying in the cupboard. It wasn't used. It was still in the package. So I figured we'll use that. I got this clear coat from... Can you guys read that? I know it's upside down. Okay, I'll turn it around for the ones that can't read it upside down. Look at this. 2017. That's freaking hilarious. So it's like $150 to buy this gallon of clear coat, and it comes with the activator. That's what it costs now. I paid like $90 in 2017. There's about a half a gallon left. I figured that's freaking perfect. We got a couple mixing cups, little regulator thing, and I got some lacquer thinner so I can clean my gun out. Because when you get a new gun, this isn't new. This was sitting around forever, but it comes with like a shipping oil on it. And let me tell you, this gun's gotta be 5 years old. It's been sitting forever. It still had all that freaking packing grease or whatever they put inside it. So it stayed protected. Got my air compressor somewhat cleaned out yesterday and working. It'll be fine is what I'm trying to say. We got some fans. I think we got a couple more I got to dig out, and I bought some filters to put on the back of the fans. So we'll bring Lucy in the shop, set the fans up somehow, maybe block the rest of the door off, put the filters on them, a lead cord, and yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, and I sanded the caps. That way we can clear coat them. The wife put fresh red on everything. That looks good, huh? Look, new filters. Oh, that's gonna be nice. My other ones were about black and blue and whoo. So I'm no professional. This is not a body shop. This is just some redneck in his backyard, you know, having fun and saving on the truck a little longer. Like I said, all my classics sit outside. I have a garage. And I can't put all my classics in the garage because, well, they don't all fit in the garage, for one. And for two, if they're in here, I can't work in here. So they all sit outside and the sun just, it beats on them all is what I'm trying to say. So hopefully this will help preserve her for like 2 years is the plan. That's when we plan to redo her. We got a few other ones in front of her. And we got to finish this freaking crew cab Jeep. If you guys are new to the channel and you haven't seen that, that's a pretty cool build. You should go check it out. We also got this OBS with a Duramax in it. We got to get back in the shop. So we always have builds. Look at that. That thing's, well, that's freaking unique is what it is. What? A crew cab short bed OBS with a freaking Duramax diesel and an Allison transmission? Well, that's pretty freaking wild too. Wait a minute. A 1988 R30 square body? No, it's a short bed. That's weird. Jacked up. Wait, it's 4-wheel drive. It's got independent front suspension. It's pretty wild. Wait a minute. Well, that's unique, huh? You don't see that very often. O2 cluster. Oh yeah, it's got an LB7 Duramax diesel in it. Pretty wild. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What are you guys doing in the cupboard? Oh, what you get? We found my secret stash. Shh, don't tell nobody. That's what makes me so fast. What? Is that glow-in-the-dark sand? Yeah, it wasn't my secret stash after all. Hey, what do y'all think? You think it'll make the truck glow at night? Well, we're about to all find out together. Well, look at, she's all taped off. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I decided not to take the headlights out because, well, That's not really a Phillip head screw no more. So I didn't, you gotta choose your battles is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Hopefully this clear coat will lay on there and make it much smoother, and maybe it'll hold it from freckling up anymore. I'm not sure. Does that sun make your girls freckle up too? The Florida sun's crazy. You can almost touch it. So she's all taped up and everything. She looks good. Hey, crib sheets, I tell you, they're the best because they got the little bungee thing around them because they're a fitted sheet, but they're awesome because, well, look at, they crib sheet grab the tire. Awesome. Look at that. I like it. That works good. I need to get more. These are regular sheets. They don't grab as well. Hey, check it out. Look at exhaust fans. Well, regular fans with some filters on the back. That works, right? Yeah, I thought so too. $3 a piece for the filters. That was cool. So we're just about freaking ready, right? We got all the caps ready laid out, and I cleaned the gun twice. I'm probably gonna run some more thinner through it, clean it one more time. So this is some sand pigment glow in the dark stuff. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna mix it in the clear coat. I'm thinking we're gonna mix it in the first coat heavily. Spray that on and pray for the best, right? This stuff's just like everything else that you see that I'm sort of, you know, using on this project. We bought this for a different project. We were going to use it on our epoxy wood countertops inside, but then we got thinking about it and we didn't think it'd get enough sunlight to glow. So this has been laying around for like 4 or 5 years now. So, yeah, you know, you got to use what you got sometimes to play with your old projects. You don't have to go buy stuff all the time. You know, I'm sure some of you got some stuff laying around in your cupboards. Yeah, no, if not, that's weird. Well, hey, okay, let's get back to work. Come on, I gotta mix some stuff up, and I don't freaking know. So this is a 4-to-1 mix ratio. Like I said, you buy it, it comes in a kit. That kit's old, and you know, it's $150, but I really don't see me using a whole gallon on it. Well, I hope not, because we only got a half a gallon left, because I used the other half on some other project 5-6 years ago. Who knows? All right, enough ranting and raving. Let's go. Well, this stuff's a 4-to-1 ratio. Look, we did walk around it with the tack rag, and we tack ragged it twice. We got a little more stuff off of it. Now you can spray your floor down with some water if you want, which I probably should, but I gotta climb up and out of the bed and stuff, and I'm not gonna do it. It's a Patina paint job. It's a 4-to-1, so I marked the container, the 4 in the 1 spot, you know, just so I know where to look. That way I don't overlook it, you know. I don't know the professional way to do this. Not at all. So we're just gonna mix it up and we're gonna wing it, okay? So I got 4 parts clear coat, 1 part activator, and about half of this pigment powder. Look at it. I stole it from the kitchen like, I don't know, 2 paint jobs ago, maybe 3 paint jobs ago. That bad boy. Talk about mixing, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna sprinkle it in. I wish I had another set of hands real quick, but I'm just gonna sprinkle it in a little bit at a time, I guess, and mix it up because, well, I'm one-handed right now, and we're gonna put it in the gun and spray. What do you think, huh? Round one? Didn't come out too bad? That's one coat on the whole truck. The roof has 2 coats, and the inside of the bed panels have 2 coats. Well, the bed walls. And the back of the cab has 2 coats. And the back of the tailgate and the chains have 2 coats. The other side of the tailgate and the back bumper don't have any coats yet. Hey, don't worry, we got jack stands. I got enough to do 1 full more coat on the body, so a half a gallon will give you 2 full coats. She's already shining up good. Sorry, I'm trying to breathe in and out of breathing through my mask because it still freaking stinks in here. Hey, one thing I didn't think about with a DIY paint booth is I needed to crack my door because I really had no air coming in besides the little cracks at the bottom of the garage. So definitely was sucking the air out real good. Also, the cheap spray guns. Something that you might want to think about, I completely forgot about, is they're really loose. Everything's like really loose, so like as you're using it, the spray fan pattern just adjusts itself. A trick that I remember but I forgot this time was you can put a rubber band around it to keep more pressure on it so that thing don't turn. Either way, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just a redneck working out of my garage trying to save on the old truck. But look at this patina. Like, this thing's shining. I know some people really hate that word. And some people really, really dislike, you know, this. But this is ours. This ain't yours. You didn't have to watch, but I appreciate it. Make sure you leave us a comment, please. Tell us if you like it or not. I'm going to get another coat on this. And, well, then I'm going to be out of clear coat. Because that's all I got left is enough to do 1 more coat. And, well, then we'll do another freaking walk around then, okay? But, yeah, I got to get back to work. Don't forget to like. And also subscribe if you like it. And if you want to hit notifications, there's a little bell, and then every week when I post a video, you'll get an alert that says, hey, SquareMax Customs posted a new video. Greatly appreciate it. Well, there's 2 coats. I'm gonna tell you, I screwed up just slightly. I waited about 20 minutes in between coats, and I probably should have cleaned the gun before I got back at it. But, you know, I didn't. Live and learn. So it went on a little bit rougher. Like, it's still nice, but it's got a texture to it. And I mixed a lot of this pigment up in it, so that probably didn't help with the whole texture thing. But that's fine. We want this thing to glow. At least we want to give it the best chance that we can for it to glow, right? Well, I got thinking about it, and that was a half a gallon of some old kit I've had since, what was it, 2017? That's what we looked at the bottom, right? Yeah. Okay. And I already painted a lift kit with it, and clear coated a lift kit with it, and a tailgate that we did up, and the truck bed, and some other stuff that we've done in the past. That's why there was only a half a gallon left. But it gave 2 full coats. This is a long bed. I know, look it. Take a picture like this, everybody thinks it's a shorty. She's sexy either way. So, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I have another paint kit that I bought for another project a few years ago that I changed my mind and ended up painting my square body black instead. I have another gallon of clear coat, so I'm probably gonna put another 2 coats on or so. And then that would be a whole gallon technically. So 1 gallon, and you're buying a gallon kit. So hopefully me spraying on the next couple coats of clear coat will level everything out and make it just a wee bit smoother. Not that it don't look bad, you know, and it does have a protection like we were going for, but it'd be cooler if it was just slightly smoother. So that's what I'm going for, at least. Look it. A whole nother gallon. Oh no, wait. Never mind. That's from a different kit. I think I got another gallon. Wait, look it. All right. Oh yeah, brand new. This one's heavy. Let's see when this one's from. 2021. See? So we'll just put this over here and we'll use about half of it. Same thing. 60-50. It's cheap stuff. I think when I bought this one in 2021, so that one was like $90 or something, 2017. And 2021, I think I paid $110 for this kit. And it's up to $150 now. Dang, inflation's redunculous. Phew. All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna put 2 more coats on it, and then that technically was a whole gallon. I am gonna mix that into 1 more coat and spray it on, and then I'll probably clean my gun and do 1 last coat with none of that sandy particles. I don't even know if it's sand or is it, I don't know. It's powder. What it is, it's glow in the dark powder, and it's blue. Oh, so cool. All right, enough talking. Them exhaust fans are working good. Look at that. They came out nice. What do you think? Look at, this made me so nervous. Look how, yeah, it's not crystal clear coat no more. I was so worried about that stuff turning this truck yellowish. Well, all right, cross your fingers and wish for the best here, because I put just about the rest of that powder in. I spilled a little bit. Knock it off. Well, good morning. Well, it's probably the same day, whatever day or afternoon you decided to watch this episode, but it's good morning for me. Look at her. Woo! She is freaking sexy. So, little update. I put 5 coats on. I put 3 coats on it with the glow-in-the-dark pigment, and then I put 2 really heavy coats of clear on it to try to level it out. And it did a really good job. Let me tell you what, that pigment laying it out, I let the last coat dry of it, and you could literally run your hand across it and it felt like freaking sandpaper. I'm surprised it sprayed through the gun that good. And I mixed it every time I put it in the gun. I mean, you could just see the powder residue. That's just a glow-in-the-dark glob now of stuff that kept settling to the bottom. I used just over a gallon. Now, you know, if I did 2 coats with that stuff in it and 2 coats of clear, then we would have been 1 gallon in. I would say if I had to go buy everything, probably $250, $300. That's with tape and paper and the cleaning supplies and everything. So for $300 or so, you can make your truck glow in the dark. Now, I have an issue. I came out last night. We turned off the lights. This thing is super freaking cool. Like, it glows. It really does. It lights up. The white really lights up good. But then the blue is pretty freaking sweet because you can see the lines and the fenders and the hips on the back just light right up. But I can't figure out how to get it to show up on the camera. So I'm gonna work really hard today because I'm usually a lot better about my videos and I'm not fighting to get it done on the last minute. But this one, I'm I'm hoping to have this done and posted in time for you guys to all watch Thursday. And I live in the country where there's like no freaking internet. It sucks. And when it is good, it's only good for like 3 days. So when I go to load a video, it takes like 2 freaking days. Yeah, snail mail. I know. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna work really hard on letting this thing charge up in the sun tonight, or today, and then I'm gonna try everything I can do to get this thing to show up on the camera. I Googled it. They said I gotta change my flash rating, and I don't know. I don't understand all that technical. Look at her shine. That's so freaking cool. I don't know. If you guys don't like her, I like her. She's still got a little roughness to her. But then again, look at all the paint chips. It feels nice. There's dust in it, you know. There's stuff in it. It's not perfect. But she's definitely freaking cool, huh? So, like we said, we did this sort of as a protection to hopefully maybe keep this blue paint on her and it won't keep blowing off like that, and to maybe seal in some of this rust, so maybe, just maybe, it won't keep rusting as bad. We do plan on redoing Lucy, although this glow in the dark stuff's pretty cool, and that could change. Everything could change. Technically, we really want to buy another one to redo and keep Lucy the way she is, but that all depends on what we find when we get to that stage in life. I don't know if you guys were ever thinking about doing this. It was definitely freaking neat. It was a fun little project. I will tell you, you think I'd have been done sanding after sanding that Jeep for freaking 3 weeks. Hey, don't worry, we got jack stands. They might not be under this truck because we don't need them right now, but we do got them, and you can go get yours at the website. Look it. Boom, SquareMaxMerch.com. Did you guys know you can get Lucy here on a shirt, on a white shirt, a black shirt? You can get a front logo, you can get a back logo. I didn't clear the floor. I figured we'll wipe that on, but everything else is cleared. Now the white glows. The Chevrolet glows up, the bumpers glow, the grill glows, and then you can see it through here. Like we said, we went with a blue pigment. I'm gonna try, I know I keep saying it, I was so upset last night. I tried everything, I could not get it to show up on the camera, on the cell phones. Now, when I say that it would cost you $250, $300, that's everything but an air compressor, okay? That's the paint gun. Okay, it don't include the air hose either, or the electricity, but hopefully one of your buddies have an air compressor, an air hose, and all you gotta do is go buy yourself a well, they're on sale right now for $10. I think they're normally like $17 for that purple spray gun. And she did good. Like I was saying, I think I mentioned, if not, we'll mention it right now. Anybody that buys one of these, you should probably put a rubber band behind here. That way this knob here just you bump it and it just moves really freaking easy. But overall, it worked good. All right, let's get this thing out. We'll get it out in the sun so we can do a real walk around. How do we show the people it glows?
I think if we're in the dark,
Yeah, right.
it's but if we're in the day, it's normal.
That's not. Dad, look at this.
Guys,
I know,
lighting
baby,
up
but
on
it's
the
not.
tape.
It's got a light on the front. Like
It's not showing up on the.
the screen on the front is too bright.
It's just a dark. Dad, it's just a dark screen
but it's
now.
so bright.
Look at that clear coat build up on the fan. That's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, these fans worked freaking awesome. I came in last night to check this out, and all the filters were glowing blue. But our little 5-fan setup worked freaking great. I would definitely recommend it. Don't get me wrong, I got another exhaust fan up there. beans, baby. She's a ripper. Come on, that thing looks awesome. You can shut it off. That came out good. What do you think, baby? Are you happy?
I'm super happy. I lost my phone. Aha.
Yeah, Lucy steals everything.
Everything.
Heck yeah, that's so cool. Hopefully the sun will charge up the glow and we'll actually be able to figure out how to make the camera pick it up. Looks good on the camera. Like, it looks good in person, but
It's all shiny now.
oh, I wish I could have laid another 2 coats on to finish covering up the particles. Heck yeah, that's super cool. Them white walls look good on there.
Extra thick.
You ain't kidding.
Well, when she grows up. At least that one grows up better than.
All right, guys, girls in the government, I could not figure out for the life of me how to get my camera, my phone, or the GoPro to record this thing glowing in the dark. So a few pictures is the best I can do. I hope you all understand, but she does have a glow to her. It's not super bright. It's more like an orbish thing.